So the first thing that I want to do on here is go over the setups we have for tonight. The first thing that, let's see, let me change this over. The first thing that I want to go over is SPX. SPX, first thing that I see is we got over here to the left. I'm just eyeing this order block down here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this off. Okay, this is the pretty much right underneath these lows. So I'm just going to be pretty much waiting for this to play out. That's the first setup. Waiting on that. Okay. So pretty much just chilling on this one. You could put a buy limit if you want. It's definitely something you could do. You could put a buy limit there. I like to take profit above that high just because there's stop loss there. It's where the money's at. So you could do that. That's something you could do. It's up to you, obviously. But I'm not here to tell you what to do and just showing you what I see. So that is that. Gold. We were in gold yesterday a couple times. I believe we entered off this candle right here. It went instant profit, played around a little bit, went instant profit, came back, hit break even. If you had it set, I don't know if you guys took it or if you were on that or not, or whoever's watching. But pretty much what happened was, now that we're looking at it, is if you look over here to the left, it pretty much just rejected this order block. So it's rejected right off that order block. I actually got back in. I'm going to buy right now on gold as well. And on the smaller time frame, it rejected the 4-hour order block. So pretty much what I want to show you is that it created these equal lows. And the reason why I like this setup is because it played off the higher time frame order block right here. And it's pretty much creating a retracement, equal lows. And then that sweep of the candle right there allowed me to get in. I entered right there. So I actually got in about right there. Stop loss there. Take profits going to be way up here somewhere. Probably take profits somewhere in that area. About a 1 to 6 risk to reward. So I got that on gold. I'm already in that. SPX have a buy limit waiting on this one. Have a buy limit about 1 to 3 on that one. USDCAD. What happened here was we rejected this order block right here, and it gave us about 30 pips in profit. It came down, whatever, and it's looking like now that we're looking at it, it came back up and rejected this guy right here. And actually, yesterday I broke my trading plan twice, so I was not in the markets today. I took this day off. Sometimes when you don't follow your rules, you got to be willing to take a step back. I actually talked about that the other day. Is like, if you're not being disciplined, know when to take a step back so you don't give the market more of your money is something to be aware of. So it looks like it just went up there and grabbed that order block and went straight down at that point. Okay, so that's USD-CAD. At this point, USD-CAD, if you're in a sell, I would just hold the sell at this point. It's looking like it should continue down. EURUSD, we were in EURUSD as well. Okay, we're in EURUSD about right over here, and the reason why we entered there, I'll show you. Go ahead and show you what we saw. Okay, pretty simple. What we saw was this. We were playing off this order block right here. Okay, it had rejected that one, and smaller time frame gave us that rejection. So it gave us about instant profit on this one as well. It gave us instant profit about 25, 30 pips. Came back break even if you had it set. And now it looks like where it headed down to. The reason why it came down was when it grabbed this order block. So as you can see, a common theme today on, Wednesday, the 29th, is a lot of things happened with sweeping stop losses to hit the order blocks. That's happening a lot. You see that daily order block got played, and then you see USD-CAD up here. This daily order block got played. So we saw both of those happen. Now, GU is really interesting. GU, I did not see this. I don't normally trade this pair, so I missed it, but you could probably still enter if you wanted to. We had these equal lows that got swept, and let me know if I'm going too fast or need to go back or anything like that. Just let me know. But swept these equal lows and gave us this candle confirmation to go up. So I would say that's a good enough sign to get it going up from here. I would look to take somewhere profits in somewhere in this area. If you are in that by any chance, it could reject this or it could sweep it. Either way. So that is what I have seen so far. And with that being said, what day is it? It is 29th. We have some major news next week. So I want to go over that real briefly. News next week, we have, matter of fact, tomorrow we have nothing. Okay, we got CAD GDP tomorrow. Next week we have odd cash rate and of course the presidential election, also NZD unemployment. So we do have a lot of news next week. Pay attention to that for sure. USD presidential election, make sure you're aware of that. That's going to be the big one. I'm going to go ahead and go over that one more time. I think I went over that on Tuesday, but it's something important. You definitely don't want to overlook that. And then also, I did not see this, but FOMC, USD FOMC is next week as well. So we got a lot of USD news next week and NFP. Okay, that's crazy. I didn't even see that. So next week, the news is insane. Yeah, next week the news is absolutely insane. I'm not really sure what's up with that. There's odd cash. It's literally every day. Odd cash rate, presidential election, GBP, FOMC, NFP, all the major newses that you're seeing. Red folders usually have a typical bigger impact on the market, so I would pay attention to that. And the areas I'll be looking for, let's see, that's next week. Today is Wednesday, so that's like a week from now. A lot could happen from now to then. The main areas I would be looking at would be these highs right here, those highs right there on gold, and then of course these even these lows right here. I would look for those as well. So that's what I would pay attention to. And then of course up here, because there's so many different newses, a lot could happen. So I would expect it to continue this range until the news next week. Pay attention to these areas. This could help. If you're looking at these areas, it will let you know. Next week, FOMC, NFP, and the election. So a lot can happen from now to then. If you do see a sweep, look for it to break out, look for it to come back for the order block, and then take it up from there. Usually take profits at the equal highs is a good spot. Otherwise, let's say it comes up here. Let me reset. Another thing you could do, let's say it comes up here, let's say it plays around, whatever, so on. Pretty much the way I like to play the equal lows and equal highs is if it sweeps it and you see it sweeps it, usually it gives you rejection and then it gives you something that you can come back and take it from there. So that's how you could play it. Overall, long term, I see it coming up, but in the short term, I do expect some type of drop to happen. You never really know, but that could happen soon. But I definitely see these lows getting taken at some point, whether that's literally straight from here, whether it's a sweep of here, or whether it comes up there first. I'm not really sure. I do feel like it's probably going to drop at some point, but overall, in the long term, I see it coming up. So that's what I'm anticipating. So keep in mind, if we do see something like that, it's usually just a continuation to come down. In the past, you see gold, when it goes up, it's steady going up. And then when it goes down, it's quick. You see that happen a lot. So pay attention to that. If we see a sharp move down, we're going to look for the gold on the buys. But other than that, man, that's all I got. I wanted to keep this one short. If anyone has any questions on that, definitely let me know. That's all I have. It's really simple to the point. Not a lot has changed since Tuesday. Main thing is a lot of news coming up this week or next week. A lot of news, a lot of news. So anyone have any questions on that, let me know. Let's see. All right. Well, stay tuned. Stay tuned. We'll have another webinar on Sunday going over the news events for the next week. So I'm going to do some back testing this weekend. But much love, y'all. Peace out.